Now, we've heard of pancakes with maple syrup and bacon, but have you ever heard of a donut like that?
Well, you have now. Patrick Bryan from the award-winning Firehouse Bakery in Delgany, Wicklow joins us. Will you put that down? Morning, Patrick.
This isn't a baseball bat, but this is your rolling pin.
He's been admiring my rolling pin all morning.
Indeed.
Pardon? That's it's an award-winning rolling pin.
Now we might put it down.
Now, you're making maple syrup and bacon donuts.
Yes.
You evil genius.
Yeah, so we're taking a little bit of a take on the classic brunch dish. We're going to flip it on its head and we're going to turn it into a donut. So we've got very simply here is a, like sweet enriched dough, which was just made last night. The great thing about this dough is literally you mix it, you kneat it, straight in the fridge. That's it.
Okay.
So it's very simple. It's 500 grams of sugar.
You need it till you need it, or you need it till you leave it.
500 grams of sugar, 500 grams of flour, 75 sugar, 5 grams of salt, and then we add the zest of an orange, which just kind of cuts through the sweetness.
Very nice.
250 milk, and then we finish it with about 75 grams of butter. Literally mix it straight in the fridge, and it's done. So literally, this was just done last night.
Nice.
Next day, you just pull it straight out, and you just simply roll it out.
Beautiful, workable dough, pliable, isn't it?
Lovely and soft.
Beautiful.
We're rolling to about 1 centimetre thick is all we're looking for.
Okay.
Ideally, when you're rolling out your dough, if you can, just let it rest for just a minute or two. Because if you cut it immediately...
It'll shrink up, will it?
Exactly. You'll find that basically it tends to pull in. The gluten contracts.
Okay.
So same thing if you're kind of working like a pizza base at home. You keep trying to pull it back, let it relax. Gluten relaxes, and then it retains the shape much, much better. Okay. Obviously, we've got a bit tight in time.
So how many will you get out of this recipe?
You'll get about a dozen.
Okay.
So we're looking about an 8 centimetre cutter.
Okay.
Very simply, so all the way through. And then we got one about 3 centimetres.
Of course you do.
So
for the little holes.
We'll take the centre out of it.
Beautiful.
And you can work your way through them, and it just gives you the perfect little. So ideally, just put onto a baking tray with some parchment paper, just brush a little bit of sunflower oil on it. This will just stop the dough from sticking, because it's going to be quite delicate when we come to pick it up later on. So
some of the donut shops now and diners in the States are starting to sell these separately. They're not
I was going to say they actually work great.
Deep fry them,
It's like popcorn.
Yeah,
so don't waste it. And again,
so you could eat it on its own as a snack.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tossing a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon sugar.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. And even with the offcuts, just bring it back together. You can roll them about 50 grams, which would be perfect for your traditional kind of filled donuts.
Very good.
Okay.
So we're just kind of working our way through. So these guys would then simply prove for about an hour 20, just at room temperature.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pop this out of the way.
And then you're going to deep fry them or air fry them, or what are you going to do with them?
We're going to deep fry them. So after about an hour and a half, this is how they look.
What temp have you got your oil at?
So again, look at those. So ideally, again, just brush the surface of them with a little bit of sunflower oil, which stops it again from sticking when you take the cling film off.
Very clever.
I mean, they look edible as they are, don't they?
Absolutely.
So you can see them same size, kind of puffed up, and they're really light and airy. So when it comes to frying them, you want the presentation side facing up.
Okay, and be very careful, obviously. What temp is that oil at?
That's at 175.
Okay.
You kind of find, if you actually flip them over the other way, they lose their shape and they kind of split out.
Oh, right, okay. And what is it, a minute or two inside?
2 minutes either side. So if you want to, I'll get you to pop in maybe 3 or 4 more.
Oh, Lord.
So then, when baked, basically they look like this. Whoop, almost lost them.
Okay, so they've kind of risen somewhat. They're
going to puff up, so you catch them on the rise and jump.
So light, that dough.
So
it's a feather, mate.
You're going to let them cool, but what we're going to do a little bit different with this guy is, and just
it wouldn't
actually,
be you if it wasn't different, Patrick.
just what I am doing.
Fill them with bacon and cabbage
this.
or something.
We're going to make.
Wouldn't surprise me.
We're going to make a little
still eating
maple syrup glaze, which is just. I'm going to ask you two for me, just while I'm doing this. So it's 200 grams of icing sugar, 100 grams of maple syrup.
You might throw that over.
And then we're going to add the juice of half
all of this
a lemon.
in, chef?
All that in, and just whisk it together.
Oh, look at that.
Now, Patrick, congratulations are in order. You picked up not 1 but 2 awards this week. Tell us.
Yeah, we're delighted. Actually, just at the kind of restaurant awards for the Leinster Awards, we got Best Cafe in Wicklow, which we're pretty chuffed about.
Nice.
And Local Food Hero for Wicklow. So
that's you, the local food hero.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Food hero for Wicklow.
So just with our little donuts, literally to make the hole, just using little scissors works absolutely great. So instead of just doing a simple ring donut, we're actually going to pipe it with a little bit of creme patisserie. I've got a little dodgy piping bag at the moment. So.
That's all right.
Now, is that creme patisserie something you can buy, or do you have to make it?
You can. It's like basically it's a vanilla custard.
Okay.
And this is we make it.
Okay.
Of course you do.
Of course we do.
And how long have they had now? Will I give them a flipping, or are they okay?
Yeah, you just have a little peek underneath. You'll just see once they're kind of nice and golden.
Colour is, Aidan. Are we good to go
We're
here?
stand back.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
They'll probably take another 30 seconds or so, but
Well, then we'll give it another 30 seconds as soon as we come this far.
You're very eager.
Well, patience is not my strong suit, Aidan.
so then just
I
with
don't
our-
blame you. The smell is
Good to know.
wonderful.
So then we'll then take the opposite side,
With the glaze, which was beautiful.
straight into our little maple glaze. Let it drip.
Mamma mia.
Put that straight.
Mamma mia. And then, of course, you're going to add more stuff to it, aren't you?
And then just to give it a bit of a
Now,
savoury
excuse me
finish,
while I flip me donuts.
we're actually taking a little bit of crispy bacon.
Of course you are.
So why wouldn't you?
So obviously, if you're doing this, keep the kids well away because you don't want splashing oil. That's a nice colour on them, isn't it, Chef?
That's beautiful, yeah.
If, ignorant question, you didn't have a deep fat fryer, can you do that in a large pan?
You can, but again, just be a little bit careful. It's going to be, you just want to be.
It's okay, not advisable.
It's the same idea, but with the idea of a fry fryer, it's got thermostat, it's regulated, it'll only kind of go to that temperature. So it is that bit safer?
okay.
You can, of course. But exactly as you say, don't let kids do it. And a little bit of crispy bacon on top.
Oh, man.
And that basically, as I say, you can go pay all the way through them, pipe in.
By the way, did you try these little creamy Clairs you brought in earlier on? Did you?
Say
Try one
again?
of those bad boys, the creamy Clairs?
No, I didn't.
I haven't either,
I had
no.
enough of the sausages.
Yeah.
Have you not had...
No, I haven't had
Who
the
ate the
sausages
three
either.
that are missing?
I know who it is.
Okay, and it wasn't you.
Can't tell.
No. Right.
Can't tell.
Okay, minute
And
left.
then literally, as you say, straight through.
Are you coming in to taste, girls?
See, the idea is, you see, we've got the lemon juice, which
have
kind of cuts through that sweetness, because you don't want over sickly sweet.
And you've the zest in there, is that what you said as well?
So the zest is in the dough.
Wasn't
We've got
it?
some
Of the
orange
orange.
zest in the dough, yeah.
Orange zest and
Yeah.
lemon zest.
Oh, hello.
Is this something that you would try at home?
Hi, yeah.
Nice
Well,
donuts.
I don't have a deep fat fryer,
No,
so,
me neither.
so maybe not, but...
Or just pop to the
Simon
bakery
will-
and I'll make them for you.
Simon will...
You see, you can do that.
Well, we're going
Right,
to be good
let
for
the
today.
ladies go first there. Go
Smell.
ahead,
Oh, we
girls.
couldn't. Okay.
No,
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right then, guys.
As they stampede across.
Yes, exactly. Does anyone have deep fat fryers anymore?
No.
I do, yeah.
No, do
Do you? You do?
Yeah. But you actually can get the air dryers, which apparently are better because you just use a tablespoon of oil. It's much healthier.
Much
Would that
healthier,
work the same
okay.
then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at the maple
actually use
glaze
air
in
fryer.
this one.
All right.
Anna, do you want to
Simon
dig
will
in?
try it.
Patrick, thank you very much.
Well
Check
done,
out our
Patrick.
website for Patrick's recipe, or as he said himself, call in to see him
Thank you,
at
Patrick.
Leinster's Best Cafe, as deemed by the Irish Restaurant Awards 2019. That is
Oh, my God.
Firehouse Bakery in Delgany, to try everything for yourself.